Nice work at the Robco factory.
Gotta talk to Paige about those sunny bots.
The only time I miss being inside the vault is when the weather's bad.
Oh no. Oh no. I have ruined it.
Scorched, the raiders, the ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Those crater types are tough and nicer than you think, but you can't see past their own problems.
Ready to start our little expedition? All right, fire away.
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Not as a civilian. However, if Paladin Romani lets you join our ranks, then I might reconsider. Especially if you're a big help on this mission.
Protection. I have everything I need here.
Sure. Ready to go? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
Defiance ever was.
Protect and serve.
Got something for little old me? What's the word from the big bad brotherhood, huh? You butter 'em up for me and my friends? Lots of pew 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 for Tally, lasers, and plasma and all that? Oh, nuts. I guess my friends and I will just have to go stick with boring old regular. Seems like you don't entirely suck, unlike these dopes. Nice change of pace.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's one. This looks like what we need. Here's a document. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the project was in bad shape after all? Oh, I knew it sounded too good to be true. Fascinating. Wow, this is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. That's a mature attitude to take. I really appreciate that. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. We run a tight ship in the Brotherhood. Or, at least we're supposed to. All of the information we collect is distributed on a need-to-know basis. I was hoping we could get through this without you needing to know, but I guess that was too much to ask. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. I'd like to do a quick inspection of some key components that should be nearby. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Let's find the release valve for that and give it a spin, see what happens. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after. Interesting. Are you okay? That does it for the inspection. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went... Well, what was your assessment? It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wiring. The wires were... Yep. I think the warm reception they gave us also points to that. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. But in general, you're handling yourself well, so far. A fair point. We have a saying among the scribes. Through discourse, we gain strength. This wasn't discourse. It was a test. I can't blame you for being upset. I wanted to see if you would pay attention. And I have my answer now. Sorry if I angered you. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them, if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components in good condition, so please be careful. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do. Oh, I thought of one more thing. Can you pick up the induction coil up there on the machine core? What was that? That doesn't sound good.
Well, time to die. I really hope your will's up to date.
Attention. This is now a combat zone.
You truly inspire me. Get away! Deadly force.
Close one! Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is... Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy. They condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. Oh, I could do a lot with this. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take a look at these components. I need to catalog our findings. If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. There's a lot I could learn from reverse engineering it. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all the logs we recovered from when we moved in. After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more about Project Atlas. Take a look if you get some free time. Thanks again for your help, and good luck with the Paladin.
raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to
Request
do
for the
something about
Brotherhood
that.
should be passed through Night Shin. Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need? Well, between this and the report I have from Night Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks? Membership in the Brotherhood is a commitment to honor, duty, and service. You would begin as an initiate in our ranks. With time and training, you may one day join the Scrolls as a knight or scribe, depending on your aptitudes and choices. On a day-to-day basis, Knight Shin would be your direct superior here, though any of the officers may requisition you for missions if needed. With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Your reward is that I consider you worthy to join our ranks. Limited intel suggests this is a milk run, perfect for a new recruit. But you're not wrong. We don't know the level of threat. Take this as an additional precaution.
We should spend less time mourning for Defiance and more time here. Where Appalachia's
We
future will
don't
be
know.
decided.
Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply.
Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia
Very
a
well.
moment too soon.
Do this, and you will be one of us, with all the rights and responsibilities of a full member of the Brotherhood of Steel. Ad Victoriam.
I am
Huh? Whoa, whoa there. Mom, Dad!
Who do you think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
So you say, but we'll see. All right, George, lower the gun, but stay ready. Come on now, boys. Get on back to work. You, let's talk.
Hi. Mom handles most of the decisions around here.
Now you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's a good way to end up with more lead in you than's healthy. I'm Carol Putnam. This is my husband, George. Now, won't you tell us why you're barging in here, and maybe we can all be friendly when you're done. Those would be them military types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right?
Those Brotherhood guys are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting? I want to sign up.
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. The adults is talking. So you want to know about them ghouls? Can't say for certain. We got a suspicion, though.
A lot of the sightings and attacks have been from folks traveling the highway to Flatwoods. They come out of the hills, northwest of the old creamery.
And the only thing out that way is what's left of the Orwell orchards. Could be the source of the things. You gonna wipe them out when you find them? Good to hear.
You'd be doing everybody in the area a favor. That's for sure.
Safe roads mean safer traders. Good for everyone. The Brotherhood would definitely be making friends if you pull this off. Just try not to startle us if you drop by again. George has a hair trigger with that shotgun.
You gotta take me with you. I'm ready for this. I just know it. I'll be just like that Night Shin who was here before. Oh, Mom and Dad are fine here. The farm is their dream, not mine. Besides, the only thing I'm really good for around here is hauling things. I can't grow anything to save my life. I know Colin's got the brains, but even I know that's a bad thing for a farmer. Heck yes! And Paladin Romani. So cool. Yeah, I asked them a bunch of questions and told them about wanting to leave the farm and everything, and they said I was remarkably keen. I think that means they liked me. Well, no. But I use a rifle sometimes to keep critters away from the crops. One night, I thought I saw a super mutant coming out of the woods, so I shot it. Dad came running because of the noise. It turned out it was just dark and I shot a bush, but I wasn't scared. I suppose. But where else would I get to wear that totally awesome armor and learn to be as cool as Night Shin? Of course! Them showing up is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in, like, ever. I know I sound like a kid asking for a treat, but I mean it. I'll do whatever it takes. Can you really get me in? Oh, of course. I'm sure they'll listen to you. I'll be a big help. Just you wait. But are you sure you want to take me? I don't want to talk you out of anything, but I'm not your only choice. I mean, the best choice, obviously. But... Oh, yeah, I mean, if you want. But you'll see, I'm the clear choice. Not that Colin's not great or anything, but he's not Brotherhood material, like me. Let me know when you're ready to make a decision.
I really would like to join the Brotherhood. I know I'm not as strong as my brother, but you've got to have a need for somebody smart, right? Maybe I'm not, but I'm not cut out to be a farmer either. The Brotherhood has tech, and that's an opportunity to learn. That's all I want. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be nervous. Won't know until it happens, I suppose. But I'm willing to risk it if it means getting out of here. It is safe. So safe I'll end up still running this place when I'm old. There's nothing wrong with farming, and I love my parents, but there's so much more out there. Okay. I'll be here if you reconsider.
biological material detected.
Those crater types are tough and nicer than you think, but they can't see past their own.
If you stumble on any new tech, you know who to bring it to.
At Victoria.
Welcome back. Have you completed your assigned mission, candidate? Good work. One less pocket of monsters in the area, and a clear sign to the locals that we're on their side. You've risen to the challenges set before you, and proven your worth to myself, Knight Shin, and Scribe Valdez. I hereby confer on you the status of probationary initiate in the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm sorry, but we'll have to put the official initiation right on hold. Something's come up, and we need to deal with it right away. If you've got anything else you need to take care of, make it quick. Report to me again when you're ready. Ad Victoriam, Initiate. Hello, Initiate. Congratulations on officially joining our ranks. I apologize that we aren't able to do an official ceremony right now, but as previously stated, something more important has come up. I've been informed that there is an independent settlement that needs our help. A group of Blood Eagle raiders are extorting the villagers and taking their supplies. The village's leader, Jenny Brown, has more information. You can find her at their settlement, a camp made up of tree houses that they call the Retreat.
A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it.
I appreciate your eagerness to help others, but please, call me Paladin Romani. I trust you're adjusting to service with the Brotherhood. Need to have Valdez take another look at my armor. 2,000 miles of hiking's put some real wear on it.
I thought this high ground would be useful for hunting, but the local wildlife learned to watch out for us pretty fast.
I wonder what everyone's doing today.
Yeah? Looks like it might rain later.
It looks like it might rain later. It's nice having everyone nearby, even if they are at different...
Hello there, stranger. What can I do for you? Well, aren't you just the cutest Brotherhood member I've ever seen? My name is Jenny Brown, and I'm the mama hen of this little family here at the retreat. Lately, my kin have been harassed by a woman named Dagger and her Blood Eagle raiders. She's causing all my people to go hungry and threatening our... You should take some time to talk with some of my people. Oh, I'm sure most of your job is knocking down doors and saying. I think it will help you understand the stakes better. And besides... Right. Let me know if you need...
Mist makes it harder to see.
Maybe I'll ask around and see if anyone needs help.
I'm getting so sick and tired of those thorns. Don't cause any trouble around here. I will be able to find you. I went out hunting shortly after one of her weekly collections, and tracked. I lost her trail and wasn't able to get the exact location. If you find her, kill her. Her and her... Please, help us give...
Looks like it might rain later.
That's a nice place.
I don't know who you are, but hi.
Hey there. Sorry. I know that she's got numbers, and she's smart. She's making the settlers not want to trade with us for fear of losing. Dagger's people are making it harder and harder for us. Honestly, I think she just wants... I believe in you.
I won't let anyone visit this village.
Never thought I'd live in a treehouse. Thought I'd find a real family.
Hey, gotta keep your eyes peeled in this one.
Did you jump up here?
I'm all out of water.
I never thought I could feel so at home in the apocalypse.
Hey, gotta keep your eyes peeled in this weather. Forgive any attitudes from us. We've got people going hungry here. I run the storehouse here and have to deal with her lieutenants that come to collect every week. They have some sort of fancy rocket launchers that would blow her, and those Blood Eagle Raiders are definitely...
I thought this high ground would be useful for hunting. But
You go get
local
that
wildlife
dagger.
learn to watch out for us pretty fast.
Last night I dreamed I fell out of bed and straight to the forest floor. Good thing our house like it might rain later. I won't let anyone mess with this.
Can we trust you?
Great. Now it's gonna be pouring down rain?
Huh. Get some new clothes. I'm getting real muddy.
What's that over there?
The scorch of the ferals don't get you. The rads will. Huh. I wonder what everyone is doing.
Don't like the fog. Even just a mist makes it harder to see.
What's that over there?
You should leave. Sorry. I'm wary of outsiders with Dagger holding us hostage.
Never thought I'd live in a treehouse.
I hope you enjoyed getting to know us. We're peaceful people. We don't... Thank you. I knew you'd be as sweet on the inside as you are. Please be careful. Dagger and her loot.
Oh, I'm all out of water.
Not now. You really
place. Fucking hate everything.
Well, well, well. I see the Brotherhood has finally sent one of their pawns to retrieve my weapons. Because you've impressed me by taking out my crew, I'll allow you to say a few last words. Choose them carefully, kid. Aw, shit. You mean you didn't know about the weapons? The crate they came in may have had a Brotherhood of Steel insignia on them. But they're ours now. Don't even think about walking into my place and making demands either. I won't let you take these weapons from us.
Imagine living in a kid's treehouse.
Nothing in this
Like I said, these weapons don't belong to the Brotherhood anymore. I don't have any of their property. And you can tell those villagers they'll be punished for crying to the Brotherhood of Steel.
Dagger's throne is untouchable.
It's kill or be killed.
I already have a mutually beneficial arrangement with the retreat. I get their supplies, and they get to spend one more day breathing. What do you have to offer me for these weapons and supplies?
Villagers.
Nothing in this
Money does talk, and I'm gonna need some caps to rebuild here. You've got yourself a deal.
Imagine living in a kid's treehouse. Don't even breathe in Dagger's direction.
Dagger's throne is untouchable.
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
Cheer everyone up. Let's see, we've got flour, sugar. Wait, red toad
Have
eggs
you met
won't
Miss
explode
Janie?
after they're cooked, right?
Responsible for our little family.
What's that over there? Have you had a chance to pay Dagger a friendly visit? Oh my, this is quite a weapon. I can't wait to try this bad boy out. Thank you so much for your help. I hope the Brotherhood won't mind us having
Sweet to cheer everyone up. We've got flour, sugar. Wait, red toad eggs won't explode after they're cooked.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech, if you find any.
I have news
Fort
from
Atlas
our
is in good
patrol.
hands.
They
Night
must have
shift's
seen
trained as
something
well.
quite interesting for you to come to me about it.
Interesting is not
Go
the
on,
word.
Shin.
Concerning, yes.
One moment, Initiate. Knight Shin is in the middle of his report.
As I
The
was saying,
settlers want to
one of our
rebuild,
patrols
but
came
they're
across a
only
raider
looking to the
storeroom.
future.
They were chased out,
We need to
not before
understand
citing
the past
several
as
crates
well,
with
or
the
we're gonna
Brotherhood
make the same
insignia on
mistakes
them.
moving forward.
Those crates are for important assets. We haven't used them since...
Since that battle, let's not waste time with details. Considering the contents, it's imperative that we recover those crates from the raiders.
We have yet to establish a relationship with the people of Crater. It's possible that they are more agreeable than the other raiders we've encountered.
Are you seriously considering the idea of leaving those items in raider hands?
Let's discuss this later. We've kept the Initiate waiting long enough.
Makes sense now.
Were you able to help the people of the retreat? Good work on resolving the situation without bloodshed, Initiate. I trust that the retreat has everything it needs to survive, and that the Blood Eagles will no longer threaten them?
Negotiating with Blood Eagles is an unacceptable precedent for the Brotherhood to set.
The Initiate acted resourcefully given the circumstances. So long as the Blood Eagles have rescinded their demands, I consider the mission a success. Is there anything else to report? The Blood Eagles, too. Did these crates have our insignia on them?
If our weapons have spread among multiple groups, that's a serious problem. One that the Initiate has exacerbated with their ill-advised handout.
I support the Initiate's decision. The villagers will not use that weapon with ill intent.
One weapon isn't likely to cause a crisis, but the raiders have an entire cache. We can't just leave them as is.
We obtained them during our journey to Appalachia. Unexpected circumstances removed them from our possession.
That's all the Initiate needs to know.
I am the one answering questions here, Knight.
Hope those kids we picked up.
Good work, Initiate. You're dismissed.
What were their names again?
You're here. Good. To review the current situation, one of our patrols located a cache of dangerous weapons in a raider storeroom. Stolen Brotherhood weapons, no less. Your assignment is to secure the storeroom for the Brotherhood, and the weapons along with it. I'll put together a squad and meet you there. But given the situation, it's imperative you arrive there as soon as possible. Any questions, Initiate? Paladin Romani forbids engagement without warning. So, we will attempt to speak to them when we arrive. That being said, the raiders have already made it clear they're determined to be our enemies, stealing supplies, ambushing patrols, using Brotherhood weapons to terrorize the region. If they are unwilling to cooperate, we will put our foot down. So be prepared for combat. I should put negligence on your record for asking that question. Lucky for you, I don't have the time, if you can recall your last assignment. It had to do with putting down a rabid den of Blood Eagles in possession of military-grade rocket launchers. The same kind of rocket launchers were discovered in the possession of some raiders from Crater. Needless to say, that's a problem, and we are going to fix it. One last thing. We need to confirm the weapon's source. I find it unlikely the raiders will be willing to talk until after we send them a very clear message. If any of them are still alive after that, we can question them. But priority one is securing the weapons they already have. That will be all. Dismissed. people of Appalachia think I'm bummed.
Can you put in a good word for me with Paladin Romani? I wonder if Knight Shin will let me try on his power armor. Oh, well, my name is Maximo. You can call me Max, though, for short. My big sister Marcia and I live here now with the Brotherhood. Isn't that cool?
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
Please stop being so annoying, Max.
Another nuke? We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Well, the town we lived in got attacked by raiders and our mother was killed. But luckily, the Brotherhood of Steel was there and they saved us. Since we didn't really have anyone anymore, Paladin Romani had us come along with them. I can't wait to become a member and fight off bad guys like they do. I'll make sure no one ever has to die again. Oh yeah! It's a lot of fun living in the Brotherhood of Steel base. I kinda wish there were more kids my age to play with, but it's okay. The less distractions from my training, the better. I'm gonna become the best Brotherhood of Steel member that Paladin Romani has ever seen.
That is what keeps this order together.
Whatever you want. Stay safe out.
Do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
Running my own operation would involve this much paperwork.
Another nuke? Arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Find, protect, and preserve. The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we're going to make the same mistakes moving forward.
well. Looks like we have a visitor. Did the Brotherhood send you? Didn't know they were working with run-of-the-mill average wastelanders. Thought they wanted you strapped into one of those tin cans round the clock. It's wrong of me to judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself? That's so. You got a deed to go with that claim? 'Cause, we're not gonna sign it.
This vault and all material goods within are hereby under possession of the Brotherhood of Steel. This requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind. Your compliance will ensure your safety.
You know, I'm interested in hearing more about this protection of mankind business. I suppose killing a few no-good raiders is an easy price to pay for the benefit this measly little vault will provide for us as a species. Is that it?
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed. Thought I'd be able to speak to someone civilized from a big-shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? Think we can work this one out? Or are your underpants in as tight of a bunch as Mr. Compliance over there?
You did what?
Oh, so that was you. Meg's mentioned your name here and there. Don't worry, only good things. She placed a lot of trust in you back then, and it seems to have paid off. All right then. I don't know what's possessed you to put your lot in with the Brotherhood of Steel, but I'm sure there's more to that story. Just don't expect to use the same excuse more than once. And, humor me on one thing. This place doesn't offer us any strategic leverage over the Brotherhood. If anything, you're gonna waste more resources protecting a place so far away from your home base. So then, it must be the weapons that are important to you. What's so special about these rocket launchers that a top-ranking member would come to collect them himself?
I don't know how you became aware of our internal hierarchy, but it's irrelevant to the situation. You will leave the weapons in the vault and disperse. Now.
How about you? Do you seriously take orders from this constipated suit of metal? So you don't want to tell me? Fair enough. I'll find out through other means. Either way, they're not of much use to us. Rocket launchers aren't practical in a typical firefight. We're heading back to Crater. This stash isn't worth it.
Not so fast. Tell us where you got those weapons from.
Ooh, sorry. I don't discuss Raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. If you really want to know, you can come talk to me in Crater. The rookie should know the way. Send them. Oh, and, Mr. Knight, learn to relax your face muscles a little.
We completed the first part of our mission. And in the process, uncovered an enlightening piece of news about our new initiate. That means you. When did you plan to disclose your previous relationship with Crater? As someone who's pledged my loyalty to a dedicated cause, no, I don't. In order to achieve its mission, The Brotherhood doesn't have the luxury to be pleasant with everyone. Now that you're one of us, you'd better internalize that, and quickly. Moving forward, we still need to track down the weapon source. That man appeared to know something. I don't care how you get it out of him, but make sure you get it. I thought the Raiders were bad enough before that vile cretin opened his mouth. And we just let him... This is off topic, Initiate. Don't ask me a question like that again. This is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to track down all of them.
I heard you found the traitor.
Our merchandise is guaranteed to kill what you want dead.
Can't believe they had the nerve to just barge in like that. That knight acts like some kind of righteous savior.
I told you. And they're only gonna get more confident.
I won't let them. Do we have their So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you, oh honorable emissary of steel? Oh, right! The weapons! After they got forcibly confiscated from us, I almost forgot about them. See, the thing is... you and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight spot back there. There are people here in Crater depending on me. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood peon here at our disposal. We can make use of that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like the Brotherhood. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
We don't know that yet for sure. Besides, everyone has their own motivations. Our visitor might have one worth talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
Hey, you. Don't leave yet. I've got something to say. Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons. I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. We're not on friendly terms with the Brotherhood. What do you think we're gonna do with it? Don't worry. If the Brotherhood is as powerful as they are confident, then it shouldn't make any difference, right? Toodles.
If this Brotherhood wants more, if you're looking to make a difference, you've come to the right place.
Stay strong, friend. No telling what the next challenge will hold.
I wonder what legacy I'll leave to the scrolls.
New recruits, night shifts training, weapons, and a base like this? You're gonna be invincible.
Robots everywhere.
Surge is all fun and games until you order cabs. Thinks you can miss a bullseye just once in a life.
I heard Meg's pretty well known. Something went down the city.
Got the holotape? Good, thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but that was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again. West. They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them. Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again. Sacrifices are necessary. I'm alive today. I'll take that as a victory. To tally up the new raiders. Hope they're not weaklings. Survival doesn't get a day off. Hands to yourself. Living in Appalachia is like a real-life game of blast radius. Seriously? How hard is it to just stick with the plan? How much of an idiot do you have to be to launch a nuke on your own living space? Why can't people mind their own business? Don't get in the way. My fault for depending on someone. Ugh.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. Look what else it brought.
Those crater types are tough, and nicer than you think, but...
Wasteland is hell. Stay vigilant.
Keep that armor in good shape. Your life.
I see you returned from Crater. Standing by for your report. That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right. Tell me about the sources.
New recruits, night shifts training, weapons, and a base like
I
this.
see.
We're gonna be invincible.
And are those raiders still at Crater? It can't be helped then. We need to focus on Appalachia for the moment. And the other one. Foundation 2. This is bad. Worse than I thought. At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers. All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible.
It's impressive how much they've managed to rebuild here.
You don't have clearance for that information, Initiate. Proceed with your report. So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need to expound everything. I'll follow up later with a more detailed report.
Not as young as you used to be, Layla. Can't spend all
Ad
day.
Victoriam.
I want to support Defiance.
You should get that mutation treated as
sure
an
I
example to
understand.
the other troops. Greetings, Initiate.
Disorder is to be expected in a place that...
Ah, Initiate. I haven't had the chance to discuss your last assignment with... Really? Foundation? That's troubling. How well do you know the people of Foundation? That's good. Then I'm sure you're aware that they've managed to carve out a solid living for themselves in Appalachia. I spoke with a few members of their community, looking for ways to work together. We're in need of food and water. They have plenty to spare. However, knowing they may have those weapons, accelerates matters. It's critical that we follow up with them right away.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
Your mission is as follows. Meet with Gloria Chance, the supervisor of Foundation Supply Room. Determine whether or not they've seen or acquired such weapons for themselves. And lastly, establish a trade deal with Foundation. Something that will provide us longevity in Appalachia.
No meat approved.
And allow me to stress, both returning with the weapons and securing a trade deal are equally important objectives, Initiate.
Even have a name on it.
It will.
You're back. I assume Paladin Romani has tasked you with handling the situation. Ad Victoriam.
Free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew.
I see. This isn't surprising, but remember, respect the chain of command. If Paladin... Do not test my patience, Initiate. This is our way. Chain of command supersedes how we feel. However, I will put this as plainly as I can. I feel we'd grow stronger from continuing to rely on ourselves, rather than focus on trade deals. Recovering the weapons, however, is more than a task. It is your duty as a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. That's all I have to say on the matter. You have your assignment. Carry it out.